rather than two separate or independent tissues. It is particularly more relevant in postmenopausal females because this model explains the coexistence of sarcopenia, osteoporosis, and a combined terminology that is osteosarcopenia. It is one of the major contributor of frailty and fracture. The Indian Menopause Society in 2019 emphasizes a comprehensive approach to musculoskeletal health as the rapid decline in estrogen during menopause, as you all know, it increases the risk of osteoporosis and sarcopenia, that is nothing but loss of muscle mass. Now we start with the assessment of muscle health in sarcopenia. Who to screen? All postmenopausal women due to high prevalence of muscle loss, perimenopausal women with risk factor like with sedentary lifestyle, low protein and vitamin D intake, frailty, weight loss, chronic diseases like diabetes mellitus and rheumatoid arthritis, women with surgical menopause because they experiences more acute hormone changes, and post-fracture patients. One very important thing that decreased physical activity, that is sedentary lifestyle, can also lead to loss of muscle mass by 0.5% per day and loss of muscle strength by 0.3 to 4.2% per day after the age of 30. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि 50 के बाद ही सोचना है, 30 के बाद ही मसल लॉस के बारे में सोचना है. Now, what is the diagnostic sequence and staging of sarcopenia? According to the European Working Group for Sarcopenia for Older People, in 2019, 3 steps are there. First step is case finding, that is nothing but screening. And for this, we require SARC-F assessment questionnaire. What is SARC-F assessment questionnaire? This is basically for the screening. It is very simple tool. It takes just 5 minutes and can be used by general practitioner or nurse. 5 components are there. First is strength. For strength, simple question is there that how much difficulty do you have lifting 5 kg weight? None, 0, some, 1. If unable to perform a lot of difficulty, score is 2. Second is assistance in walking. For this question is how much difficulty do you have walking across a room? None, 0, some, 1. If difficulty or unable to perform, again score is 2. Third parameter is rise from a chair. How much difficulty do you have rising from a chair? Same score is distributed. Climbing a stair is the 4th parameter. How much difficulty do you have climbing a flight of 10 stairs? None, 0. A lot or unable to perform, then score is 2. Then falls. How many times you have fallen in past years? None, 0. If history of 3 or more falls, then score is 1. 4 or more falls, then score is 2. So it is a very convenient, inexpensive method which can easily use with high specificity. A score of 0 to 2 is given to all parameters and a score of more or equal to 4 is taken as cutoff. Now second tool is SARC-CAF, which is given by Asian Working Group of Sarcopenia in 2019. They had added calf circumference to the SARC. A calf circumference of 34 centimeter in females or 33 centimeters in male is taken as a cutoff. So if CC is less than cutoff, 10 points are added to SARC score. तो कभी किसी female का अगर score 5 है, SARC-F score, तो 10 points are added to the SARC-F score, that is total 15. So a score of equal to or more than 11 is taken as sarcopenia. And why this is added? Addition of calf circumference increases the sensitivity of the score. The next step is measurement of muscle quality and muscle quantity. Muscle quality is more important because it is muscle strength which can be assessed clinically. So what are the clinical tools? First very important tool is hand grip test. It is the test to measure the upper limb muscle strength using a handheld dynamometer. And for this I will invite Dr. Rinku to demonstrate how to perform handheld dynamometer. Pragya, please help. It's a very simple electronic dynamometer. Ideally we should use this jammer dynamometer. But it is very costly, so we can use this electronic version and it is very easy to use and economical also. माइक लगा दो. It's a very easy test. Anybody can perform this test by using this dynamometer.
We ask patient to sit comfortably on armrest chair and her elbow should be at 90 degree and wrist should be at 30 degree. And ask
so angle is very important.
Yes.
Elbow at 90 degree and wrist at 30 degree.
Then we ask patient to squeeze as hard as possible and we start with the dominating hand always and then on the non-dominating hand. So like this we take the 3 readings and we measure the highest one. We take the final.
Okay, so cutoff value for according to European Working Group is 16 kg for women and 28 kg in men. Anything else you want?
No,
What is your muscle strength?
it comes 33.4 in pounds.
In
है ना?
pounds. In pounds?
No,
No, it's in
33.4
kg.
kg. Okay, so change कर दिया.
In pounds, it is very
Okay,
low.
Yes.
So cutoff
33
value.
33.4 is mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
अगर आप लोगों में से किसी को करना हो तो ये वहाँ रखा हुआ है, आप अपना मसल स्ट्रेंथ देख
So
सकते
I'm just circulating this if you wish to.
हैं. So cutoff value according to European Working Group is less than 16 kg for women and according to Asian Working Group is less than 18 kg in women. Now second is chair stand test. This test is used as a proxy for strength of leg muscle, that is quadriceps. And for this again Rinku will demonstrate how to perform chair rise test. And equipment required is only one thing, that a chair with a straight back without armrest. इसलिए वो chair change कर रही है. And one stopwatch also. मोबाइल पे stopwatch चालू कर दो बेटा. हाँ, मोबाइल पे stopwatch start करो. And calculate the time. ऐसे भी नहीं करना है, नहीं तो आप क्वाड्रिसेप यूज कर लेंगे अपने. स्टार्ट. हाँ, 5 राइज. हाँ, थोड़ा डिफरेंट. So time taken by Rinku is 9 seconds and cutoff value is more than 15 seconds for 5 rises according to European Working Group and more than 12 seconds for 5 rises Asian Working Group. तो रिंकू की तो मसल स्ट्रेंथ अच्छी है, पैरों की भी, हाथ की भी. Now something about the assessment of muscle mass, that is quantity, which has been already covered by previous speakers. It is appendicular skeletal muscle mass by using DEXA scan and whole body skeletal muscle mass measured by bioelectrical impedance. Now, अच्छा, okay. Now, आप में से कोई करना चाहता है टेस्ट? Please come. Okay. तुम स्टॉप वॉच से देखते जाओ, है ना? फिर हमारा टाइम ओवर हो जाएगा मैडम. थोड़ा हमें 3-4 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा दे दीजिएगा.
How much?
11 seconds. So it's okay. So next is the assessment of severity of sarcopenia, that is physical performance test. What is physical performance? It is defined as a objectively measure whole body function related to locomotion. It is a multi-dimensional concept that not only involves muscle strength but central and peripheral nervous function, including balance, and may also be impaired in dementia, gait and balance disorder. For this, there are multiple tests. Number one is gait speed. Gait speed is very simple. It is a measure of walking speed. कुछ नहीं करना है. 4 meter walking speed is calculated with the help of stopwatch or manually. Simple. The subject is asked to walk at her usual pace over 4 meter course. He or she is instructed to stand with both feet touching the starting line and to start walking after a verbal command. बहुत simple test है. The subject is allowed to use walking aids. अगर वो कोई stick use करना चाहता है या कोई walker use करना चाहता है, वो allow कर सकते हैं. But कोई और person का assistant नहीं लेना है. ठीक है? This test should be repeated twice. Take an average. So normal value is 0.8 meter per second and cutoff according to European Working Group is less than 0.8 meter per second and according to Asian Working Group is less than 1 meter per second. It is indicator of severe degree of sarcopenia. So this physical performance test is basically for the assessment of severity of sarcopenia. Next is short physical performance battery. This test is very important because it is combination of 3 tests. One is balance test, that is stance. Second is gait speed, that is velocity. And third is chair stand test, that is sit to stand time. दो tests मैं already demonstrate कर चुकी हूँ. Now we move to balance test. What is balance test? There are 3 stands are there. One is side by side stand. Rinku will demonstrate how to stand for side by side stand. So feet together side by side. So we ask the patient of subject to stand for 10 seconds. उनकी हाथ जो है वो वेस्ट पे होने हैं, कहीं भी और नहीं होना है, उससे दूसरों की स्ट्रेंथ यूज कर सकते हैं. If she or he is able to perform, then plus 1 point is given. If not, 0 point is given. Second is semi-tandem stand. Semi-tandem, heel of one foot against side of big toe of other for 10 seconds. So ask to stand for 10 seconds. ऐसा चलेगा, दोनों चलेगा. If patient is able to perform, then plus 1 is given. If not, 0 point is given. And third is tandem stand. Feel aligned heel to toe. एक पैर के पीछे दूसरा पैर. Again ask for 10 seconds. To stand for 10 seconds. Able to perform, then plus 2 point. हाँ, आप change भी कर सकते हो दोनों बार. For 10 seconds. If able to perform for 10 seconds, plus 2 points are given. Because this is difficult to perform. आप लोग करके देख लीजिए. Like this.
Please come, try.
And if not, अगर 10 seconds के पहले वो ऐसे मूव करने लगे, then plus 1 point. अगर 3 सेकंड से कम टाइम में उनकी बैलेंस बिगड़ गया, then 0 point is given. Okay.
Now semi-tandem.
For 10 seconds, stopwatch. So आपका बैलेंस टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा है मैडम.
Now the tandem. Next is the
Tandem.
tandem.
एक पैर के आगे दूसरा पैर.
Toe and heel position. Toe and heel position.
Toe and heel position.
Toe,
Yes.
Great toe and heel.
Wait for 10 seconds. We can use a stopwatch. So score of each of the 3 tests ranges from 0 to 4, where the 4 indicates the best result and 0 is the worst result. The maximum score is 12. Less than 8 score is poor physical performance. If score is less than 8, then it is an indicator of poor physical performance and severe sarcopenia. Now, one more test is time up and go test. It is a very simple test. Here we measurement of time in second for a person to rise from a sitting chair. Walk for 3 minutes, turn, again walk back to the chair and sit down. और इसके लिए कट ऑफ वैल्यू है मोर देन 20 सेकेंड. अगर उसको 20 सेकेंड से ज़्यादा लग रहा है 3 मीटर चलने में, देन he or she is suffering from severe sarcopenia. Now, one more test for balance or physical performance for the assessment of severity of sarcopenia is 400 meter walk or long distance corridor walk. A test of endurance and walking ability over a long distance. We ask the participant to complete 20 laps of 20 meter each lap as fast as possible. इस बीच में हम उनको 2 रेस्ट करने को भी बोल सकते हैं. Non completion or greater than 5 minutes, 6 minutes for completion is considered as sarcopenia. These are the alternative tests already covered by previous speakers, like ultrasound guided measurements of quadricep muscles, mid-thigh muscle measurement by MRI, Swas muscle measurement by CT scan. Now we move to the second part, that is assessment of bone health. अभी तो हम muscle की बात कर रहे हैं. Although skeletal-muscular health, it is a combined thing. Muscle and bone, they are combined thing. Now we move to the bone health, osteoporosis. The goal is to identify silent thief, that is osteoporosis, before the fracture occurs. According to Indian Menopause Society, Indian women are even greater risk of osteoporosis due to low dietary calcium intake, extensive assessment tools, and last is BMD measurement by using DEXA. So one is physical examination, height and weight. Annual checkup of height and weight is very important. Balance gait मैंने आपको बता ही दिया है. The occiput wall distance ideally should be 0 in standing position. This is one of the very important thing. The inability to place 4 fingers between the lower rib and iliac crest implies a lumbar fracture. और अगर kyphosis है, hump है, तो it is suggestive of osteoporosis. Now these are the clinical risk assessment tool. One is FREX, OSTA, SCORE, and DEXA. So what is FREX? FREX is basically fracture risk assessment tool. It is a computer-based algorithm developed by WHO in 2008 that calculates 10-year probability of major osteoporotic fractures and hip fracture. And what are the major osteoporotic fractures? Clinical spine fracture, forearm fracture, and humerus fracture. And how to calculate FREX? I again invite Dr. Rinku. Rinku, please explain
This
how
is the FREX
we
tool.
calculate FREX.
You can also open this FREX calculator in your Google if you
It is
wish to do.
available online, free
Online.
of cost. सिर्फ आपको
Just
FREX
now.
tool
एक-
उसमें आपको एंटर करना
Enter
है,
करें,
पूरा
it will come.
कैलकुलेटर आपके सामने आ जाएगा.
So it requires some inputs like age, sex, height, weight, previous history of fracture, parents' fracture history, current status of smoking, alcohol consumption, steroidal therapy, rheumatoid arthritis, and secondary osteoporosis. If we have BMD report, then it is well and good. It will give more accurate analysis of this fracture. And then we just click on this calculate. So it will automatically give the result. So here for this particular case, a major osteoporotic fracture risk is 19%, and for separately for hip fracture it is 4.9.
And both are in high risk group.
Both are in high risk group.
So basically the advantages are that it can be used for risk assessment without BMD value. जरूरी नहीं कि आपकी bone mineral density value available हो, अगर नहीं भी डालोगे कैलकुलेटर में तो वो आपका स्कोर आ जाएगा. It is helpful in India where the DEXA machine is not available क्योंकि बहुत costly है. It is free online tool available in 35 languages. And regarding treatment, if 10-year major osteoporotic fracture risk is more than 10%, then consider treatment. More than 20%, then recommend treatment. If hip fracture risk is more than 3%, then high priority treatment is required. Now something about OSTA scoring system. It is a very simple tool developed by WHO in 2001. दो चीज़ हमें चाहिए, body weight in kilograms and age in years. So formula is body weight divided by age multiplied by 0.2 minus age multiplied by 0.2. So there are 3 groups: low risk, more than -1; moderate risk, -1 to -4; high risk, less than -4. So this is very important tool. Only 2 slides. So one more score is there, that is simple calculated osteoporosis risk estimation. Here multiple risk factors are there, like we have to enter age and weight. Here weight is entered in pounds. Risk factor like non-Blake race, history of rheumatoid arthritis, history of fracture after age of 45 years. We have to calculate age score, current estrogen use, and weight score. And final score is calculated. If score is more than 6 or equal to 6, then we have to go for bone mineral density, that is DEXA scan. And if score is 6, then clinical assessment is okay for the muscle strength and bone assessment. Now the next step is bone mineral density assessment, and for which the gold standard is DEXA, that is dual energy X-ray absorptiometry. It is safe, non-invasive, low radiation imaging method, and we have to calculate 2 scores, T score and Z score, as you all know. Okay. So something about the combined assessment and power of integration.
So, using both muscle and bone test together gives a full picture of fracture risk and function decline. So we have done muscle strength by SARC-F, grip strength, gait speed, chair stand test, short physical performance battery, and time up and go test. And for the bone, we have OSTA, FREX, SCORE, and DEXA. So these 2 combines give the risk of osteosarcopenia.
Okay.
And the take-home.
So assess both bone density and muscle strength in every at-risk patient. Preventive fractures require strengthening of both bones and muscle. Thank you.